Right? Mind-boggling. So if you really want to get to the nitty-gritty of it, the canning guidelines that we all follow in the United States are the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture guidelines. However, those are the United States guidelines. Those are not Germany's guidelines or England's guidelines. They have totally different sets of rules. And when you really look into why we used to be able to can squash and now we can't, or we used to be able to can milk and now we can't. I asked a lady that was really into the food preserving teaching of it, and I asked her, I said, how come we can no longer can these things? It's not recommended anymore. And she looked me straight in the face and she says, honey, we can't recommend in teaching classes, we can't recommend that you can things if they haven't been tested recently. So there's a lot of things that are falling off the recommendation list because there's no funding and they're not testing the canning anymore. So the good news about all of this is that there are private individuals that have picked up the torch and have started testing these things. One of them is Diane Deverett with the Canning Diva. She tested the dry canning method. And get into some chat groups on Facebook, and you'll start learning that we are really restrictive for what they recommend us being able to do. In other countries, it's not like that, and they've been doing it for decades and decades and centuries and generations. So it's all your personal comfort. I will never recommend something that has not been tested because I don't want that liability. I will always steer towards this is what's recommended, but this is what I've done or what somebody else I heard did, but this is what's recommended. If you read between my words, right? I hope that helps you. But it is mind-blowing.